Pookajutsu. Woo! Made it.
Scott's all about the pachucha.
Oh yeah. What's that stuff called? Potpourri. That's a totally different word. Patchouli. That's the word I was thinking of. Thank you. Patchouli-cha.
Oh, that's nice.
There's a maple whiskey at our local, alcohol provider called Chica Choc Choc or something like that.
Really?
I think about it every time.
Of course.
Of course I do. Yeah.
Maple whiskey is so good.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah.
Saltilage.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amongst others, although that stuff is.
Caribou. Oui,
Caribou. That's another one good. Yeah. Yeah.
That is how it's spelled in English as well, but my brain only ever reads that word in French. No.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah.
See,
it's weird things, eh? Yeah.
Caribou.
Oh man. I mean, also it's like mandated in this country to if you can add maple syrup to it and it's not weird, you must at some point.
This is true.
Yeah. My bathtub will never be clean again, for example.
But not because of the maple syrup.
Oh, yeah, right.
I don't know what's up with this little tiny subsection of our neighborhood, but like I feel like we lose power so much here. But it came back.
Yay!
It did very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Mercifully.
Precisely. Yep.
Precisely.
What's up? How you doing?
Scott's desperate to keep it going. Like, come on, John, I'm dying out here.
I'm here all week. 50 servers. Anyway, look at all these wonderful folks in the chat.
Hi,
Everyone's
wonderful
here.
folks.
Sunday afternoon for us. Jeez.
I don't know if you would want maple syrup in your lube. At least
I was wondering.
I've recorded that for the ages.
Call it flavored or scented, maybe, but definitely not not as an actual ingredient.
No. At least you came down on that side of the, because you could have recorded for all posterity. Like, I believe all lube should contain maple syrup. You know what I mean?
Now you
I have exactly
for all posterity.
Damn.
Somebody clip that. Somebody edit out all the context and make sure that makes it onto Discord, please. It's all I ask.
I'll even give you a clean read if you need one. Just let me know, guys.
Go ahead.
I believe all lubricant should contain maple syrup. Scott Humphrey, 2023. But I left a pause in case you want to edit that
out. Anyway.
Yeah, anyways, right. Wait, correct.
Don't do it.
Hi.
Hi. What a day.
If your character was a flavored lube, what flavor would it?
The taste of a 9-volt battery on your tongue.
That's at least kinky question.
Electrifying.
Nice. Good.
You could have just said wintergreen and been
I could have been done with it.
and been done.
But I didn't. Sorry, everyone.
Are you?
No, of course not.
Of course not.
One day I will be truly sorry for something that I do on this stream, and y'all will have to take me out back. But and play frisbee or something.
At least, but of course, that's why I only poured Diet Pepsi on my chest.
Oh, weirdness. You got popcorn. Happy to see you've acquired some.
Oh, good.
Yep.
I really hope today's the day that somebody decides, I'm going to check this stream out. I'm going to see what they're all about.
Didn't you mention that 2 colleagues might very well be tuning
Sure
in this very
did.
moment?
Hi, colleagues.
colleagues.
Ours. I hope you know who you are, and we hope you're still here.
I'm just going to tell everyone at the meadows tonight. Oh, these fuckles.
These absolute
Fuck
mad lads, yeah.
Is that like Cuckold and Muscles, Alive out?
No, it's Chuckle Fox.
Oh, Chuckle. I understand.
Speaking of, I'm required to ask by law whether any of you chuckle fucks spent some experience this time around. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
It's always one of you.
Yep. One day it'll be all 3. And it will be a good, glorious day.
But it is not
won't
this
be
day.
Any three of us.
Day.
Watch, on the left is going to call a hunt on you in a second.
Oh my god.
What?
Follower.
Why?
Because you didn't spend experience.
That doesn't seem appropriate. New mood. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
I purchased Strength 4. I was saving up because that's an expensive purchase.
Pricey. Well done.
Extra strong.
I bought Survival 1. Do I get the same amount of praise? Even though I spent
At least, but I wasn't
Very
aware that the Avatar publisher did tweet our.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we sure did.
Oh no.
I stopped tagging them after that.
Hey, we're very upfront about mature audiences only. Like, I don't remember how weird it got, but I'm sure it was fine.
No, it's not weird, but yet we're upfront about is our safety card.
Oh, sure.
We have these cards. You don't, but we'll get to what you have in a moment. These cards help you communicate things about how you're feeling. Green card, play, means I feel safe to continue despite any outward appearance. I, the player, feel safe to continue. Yellow card, pause, means heads up, folks. I need to tell you about something. Once everyone has acknowledged it, gameplay can resume once you put the card down. Red card, however, will completely stop gameplay. It's called stop. We will likely go to a be right back screen. It's a chance for you to completely drop game, drop character, and discuss human to human what needs to happen in order for everyone at the table to feel safe to continue. You don't have cards, but you do have tools. You have some wonderful moderators in chat. Today we have Aragwen and Kung Fu Fenris. You can whisper us at RPGClinic. We will see it on our screen, but if you don't have a chance to notice it, or if you'd like to potentially keep it anonymous, you can whisper one of our moderators. Let them know. We'll do our best, but if we are unable to incorporate that feedback immediately, or if you need to, please feel free to remove yourself from chat and or the stream. We don't want to see you go, but we do want to see you safe.
Mm-hmm. Very important. And thank you.
Let me know if the music has been fixed. At this point,
Thanks, team.
I'm hoping
Thank
it
you for
is.
sound checks.
Yes. Nothing worse than not being able to understand what we're doing.
Yeah, the music was coming in off remote mic, which was not muted.
Well, it shouldn't have been coming off. Oh, it's because it was, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because the remote mic was going out to those speakers. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yay.
Hooray.
2 thumbs up, everybody.
Whoops. It's okay. I'll put the music back to its original volume. Well, that was a safety demonstration.
Yeah.
That's important. But we also need to know what happened last session, right? So we should
Indeed.
probably figure that out. Probably. The pack finished their conversation with Dusk with more questions than answers, but managed to convince her to attend that evening's moot. Sky One Last Dash acted as master of the howl, but she appointed On the Left, a guru hailing from the Biker Sept Northern Guard, as Truthcatcher. Backed up by her packmate Flag at the Ready, she oversaw any percent's hearing. Assisted by these newcomers, Troyan ended up dropping Drops the mic when he started jabbering about dancing the spiral. The Quiet Hand made a play for ownership of Downstream, accusing them of weakness, but the pack put a stop to that. Apotheosis would remember this. On the Left closed out the moot by declaring any percent's fate: survive a hunt to live.
Oh, clap, 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 clap. Perf. Well,
That's it.
yeah, great. See y'all next week, I guess.
The end.
Are there any questions before we start?
No.
I just like how this pre-show is like a science now. It's good. Feels good. It's not a question. Just good. Thank you.
We ready then?
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Hide and seek is something that I used to play with a good friend of mine when we were quite young, very young. Young to the point where now you could hide in spaces that adults could never fit in. And our favorite version of hide and seek, however, was a game called Sardines. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but the point of hide and seek is to find somebody and sometimes to catch them. The point of Sardines is that when you find this person, you join them in the hiding spot until everybody except one person has found the original hider, the original hiding spot. And the reason it's called Sardines is because you have to pack yourselves in to this one location.
That's fantastic.
It was a lot of fun. But was it the seeking that was the fun part? Or was it the hiding? And then later on, after you caught them, was it that you were hiding alongside them? At first, you were opponents, and then the question is, do you call them out immediately? Or do you take pains to make sure that no one else finds them? That's the question that I pose to you today. You are hunting. Yet I'm not certain what each of you would potentially do if you find your quarry. It depends on whether you work together, whether you split up. But the decisions you make will be your own. I know that you've discussed with each other beforehand that you are comfortable with whatever decision your characters make, at least out of character. And yet I don't know what those decisions are going to be. We'll find out right after the word from the sponsor. No.
Have you heard about
Squarespace.
coffee?
Oh!
Such a good shirt.
You may heal your superficial willpower damage. If you have not already bumped your rage up to 2, it can start at 2. I see that Dante's got a little bit of a hard-on for rage right now, so...
Does it
Not how
reset-
I'd phrase it, but
does
yeah.
it reset at the start of the session to 2? Is that what you're doing?
I'm not resetting people. I'm saying
Okay.
that if you were below 2, you are now at 2.
Gotcha.
The mood is over. However, the hunt has begun. And you can see most of the Guru who are present at the moot have started their way out. I should remind you that your quarry, any percent, is a Ragabash. Therefore, Ragabash have access to certain gifts that make them difficult to track, but not impossible. The following people leave the circle immediately. The 2 from the Northern Guard are gone. Dusk has also slunk away. Every single member of the Cairn of the Weathered Storm, except for Sky, One Last Dash, has left at various speeds and in various directions, including the 2 who you knew were roaming on the outside. Of those who were representing Apotheosis, which there is 2. To the Moon has left. Apotheosis, still injured, has not, and is remaining behind. So you have basically just 2 other Guru. Now, the 3 of you can decide to leave independently or as a pack. At haste, carefully. But the choice is yours.
Acris and Heidi.
Right.
We, and Troyan and Dante had just been speaking to the Northern Guard, and I think upon turning around, notice that
Macris is gone.
Macris is indeed no longer in the spot where we left her. And I just, Dante's eyes go to Apotheosis and then back to Troyan.
I'm off.
Okay. I'm gonna take a moment here with her, with Apotheosis.
a quick nod, and then she starts to head off in the direction that any percent ran.
What about you, Macros? I know that
I have to stay still.
you do have to stay still, but are you just going to stay still here? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Are you looking for an opportunity to leave when people are not noticing you?
See whether or not people are having interesting conversations.
Okay.
That's nice.
I am going to have you roll with stealth. Actually, no. I'll only make you roll that when you decide to leave. I don't want you to...
The attempt to spot me is difficulty of 2 plus my wisdom, which is 1.
Yeah.
So difficulty of 3.
But at the moment, no one's looking for you.
Yeah.
I just mean, when you decide to make a move for it, let me know.
Yeah.
And it will be with stealth to see if you picked the right time that no one was paying attention to where you were standing.
Sounds good.
Dante is heading towards the injured Apotheosis.
Apotheosis is remaining seated where she was before. She's staring in the direction of where Dusk was. But there's kind of like a 1,000-yard stare sort of thing. She's not seriously looking for anybody right now.
I appreciate what you said, Apotheosis. Thank you. I feel a great kinship with Downstream, and we're all really sorry for what's happened there.
Downstream is going to have to change.
It's what it does best. Looks to the future. Changes.
I can't shake the feeling that the Quiet Hand may have been right. Right to try, anyway. I'm not going to let her just take this place. There's too much at stake, and if I can't defend a whole cairn with who I have left, I'm not sure what to do.
I feel, and you don't have to tell me anything you don't want. But there's a real rift, I know, between Weathered Storm and between Downstream. I know that, but between tribes. I would be out there looking for people who want to look forward with us. But if they're not bone gnawers or glasswalkers, they won't be interested. They'll be scared off of Downstream.
That's not necessarily true. It's possible we just didn't try hard enough. But one of our own is out there right now. Dante, do you think he made a mistake, or do you think he's guilty?
Like my pack said, I think he's guilty of being an idiot.
And is that a crime worthy of death?
Only if that's better than the alternative. We need more warriors of Gaia, not fewer. I believe that very strongly.
He's fast. But I'm not certain that he'll be able to stay hidden for long.
You don't think he has enough spirit to do so? Enough motivation?
He's already starting at a disadvantage. Injured. Drained. He has his back against the wall.
That's when people do the most desperate things. We're all just animals. And cornered animals are the most dangerous. But I have a plan. The best way to beat someone in a race is to get to the finish line before they do. But that's to know where they're going to end up, not follow them. I just need to know where he's going to be and get there first.
I wish I knew.
Okay. I know it's going to be our choice, but I take it you're not going to be joining the hunt. At least not now.
I'm in no condition. And she's not. She's healed 2 aggravated damage, but that's not a lot
That's, yeah.
considering. So,
Apotheosis, you just need to tell me if there's anything I need to know, just in case I do find him first.
I'm not giving up downstream.
Okay.
But where we go from here is going to be an awful lot up to you.
It's not a responsibility I thought I'd signed up for.
It's not a responsibility you have to take. I'm telling you that what you choose to do is going to have more of an effect on downstream than anyone else at this point. You and your pack. You could choose to do nothing. And that will be your choice. When any percent is frightened, he'll make mistakes in the interests of speed. He'll try to outrun anybody. Watch for that.
Okay. I will. And Dusk?
She didn't stick around.
No, but she came.
Probably because of you. Not because of us. She wouldn't even look at me.
At least she was in the same place as you. That's a first step, don't you think?
Maybe. I'm not certain. There's a lot of things I'm not certain of right now. Here. And she reaches into a pocket and she pulls out a phone that's in a clamshell. Not a clamshell. Yeah, no. A plastic shell.
Oh, okay.
It's still sealed. And hands it to Dante.
What's this for?
It's the only phone that I know of right now that's clean.
Oh, shit.
I have no reason to believe that anybody is currently monitoring your communications, but if you need it,
Thank you.
there's a pattern spider that's already been asked to imbue it, which means that it knows how to reach me. Only once. But no matter where I am, or what I have access to, you can reach me.
Break in case of emergency.
Good luck.
We'll see you soon. At Downstream. And nodding once, Dante's gonna set off deeper into the, woods. We were kind of at the edge. I don't think you said it was a clearing. It was sort of in towards the woods. Dante is going to set off
Into the woods.
deeper into the woods. Yeah, to grandmother's house. Exactly. Yeah.
Macris.
5 successes. I'm
You
using his departure. Yeah.
you can go wherever you please.
Shit.
I'm switching to Lupus, and I'm gonna head off into the woods in a slightly different direction than Dante, but not directly in the same direction any percent ran either.
So you are leaving Apotheosis alone with
Looking to pick up a scent, hopefully.
And
Yeah,
Sky.
with Sky,
With
yes.
That's right. Yeah, they both seem pretty chill, right?
They can do what they want.
That's true. My plan is to find a quiet little glade and sit. That's my plan. I'll tell you why when we get there. Just in case
After
you don't
these
want
messages.
After these messages. Just in case you don't want to start with me.
Troyan.
She's a direct individual. She's just following the trail.
Okay. That's going to be wits and survival. Are you also trying to track any percent?
Yep.
That's the same roll for you. You are just sitting there. Are you trying to make your presence known?
I'm not trying to hide it.
Then you are going to roll me charisma survival.
Oh, fun. Raro. Raraggy.
It's 2 successes for me.
You're in lupus.
Yep.
Okay.
And just one.
All right. Troyan.
Mm-hmm.
As you start running, you realize that you're still in Hamid?
Yeah.
Okay, as you are moving, you see that Jennifer Slade is running alongside you, although, a certain distance away. There are several trees that are separating the two of you, but seems to be matching you stride for stride. Her face is incredibly intent. She's in Glabro.
Nice. I glance over to her and give her a nod, but don't break my stride. Yeah. The chin nod.
Without even breathing heavily, she looks over at you. You fought him before.
Yes.
Can you smell his blood?
Can I?
Probably if you were in lupus.
I will switch to lupus then, my friend. So in answer, Trine shifts to lupus.
Okay. You have a vague idea of the correct direction. You know that you're not heading in the wrong direction, but you don't have a lock on him at this point. You're not as much of a tracker as some.
Trackress over here.
Yeah.
Trackress. Nice.
From mattress to trackless.
Yeah.
The Bonar story.
We play hard and then we work hard.
So she just growls. Lets out a low growl, and continues in the same direction in affirmation that she can smell him.
Okay. You see that Jennifer, at one point, as she's passing a tree, just swipes and with incredible strength rips a length of tree branch just off into her hand. So now she has a cudgel that she's running with at the same time.
Man,
Oh dear.
the wolf kind of goes.
All spirals die.
She shifts back to Hamid. Have you fought one before?
I think so.
You don't know for sure. But you suspected, so they had to die.
Something like that.
Would you have named yourself leader of Downstream if we'd given it to you?
When something is weak, it requires protection from the strong.
Very Shadow Lord of you.
That's nature.
Does Weathered Storm not need its rune?
She doesn't have an answer for that. Not just yet. Macros.
Nose to the ground, trying to find a lead.
You do have a lock on any percent, which means that anybody who is smart enough to try to follow you would know where he is. However, of course, you have succeeded quite a bit in your own stealth. He is breaching the woods and he's headed towards the Well, he's headed towards the 40.
Gas and Northfish. She's headed that way.
He's in a residential neighborhood. You can tell that he's dodging through backyards, hopping fences, and in a couple of places, you know that he has stopped for a second to catch his breath, but only for moments. He does have a head start on you, and he is in Lupus while he's doing this, but the difference is that you and Lupus are not nearly as conspicuous as he is, so he has to be more careful on his motions, but you are in a residential area, and it is nighttime. Most people are asleep, but not everyone.
Macris isn't going to worry too much about being seen, since she is Clement in her Lupus form.
You can tell that there are a few Guru in your area, so you can hear other people who are part of the moot who are chasing. Troyan is not far behind you, although she doesn't have the advantage of knowing the exact direction, which means that you also know that the Quiet Hand is close by, and to the moon. Those are the ones who currently have a correct bead.
The murder machine.
The murder machines, all. Oh boy.
You have the advantage right now in terms of speed and tracking.
I'm gonna keep it for now. I'm gonna keep heading after him, since there's so many others also on the hunt.
Okay. I'm going to have the two of you, because you are still on the hunt. Now it is going to be a dexterity and survival roll. If you're on Lupus, I will give you 1 extra die. And you can choose to shift to Lupus for this roll if you want.
I will, please.
Okay.
Get an extra DM.
No, I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Well, I'm not picking up this bullshit roll.
So gonna do that.
Come on. Oh, right. Oh.
That's much better.
Oh, hell. Okay.
That was a 0, and I'm keeping it.
Not so bad.
6.
Okay. All right. Interesting. I have to make a quick roll myself now that I remember that, oh yeah, I have other people. Interesting.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Critical suit.
Okay.
Brutal outcome.
Yeah, that's why I kept my 3 on my rage die. I'm like, no brutal outcome
Yeah.
for me.
Sitting in your clearing. Dante, do you have anything that you need to do?
I do. I have a couple things I need to do. I don't think he's trying to hide his presence necessarily, but he will glance around to see if he's alone, if anyone's followed him back here, that he can tell at a glance. I'm not going to, be like scanning the trees or whatever, but if there's anyone in the vicinity, that's good to know, but if not, then not. The phone from Apotheosis, that's some precious cargo right there, and that needs to be stored. Taking a deep breath and holding on to his sort of like, he's made himself a little, I've referred to it before, it's a little charm of like 16 gig USB keys. It's sort of a rosary-esque kind of spiritual thing.
So that you can count every time that you like frag somebody?
Yeah! Yeah, flick them open. Oh my god, that's good. Yes, exactly. None tonight. Yet. He's going to skin bind the phone here.
Okay.
So that it can be accessed later.
So you open up the packaging.
Oh, yeah, of course, right, yeah.
Well,
I mean, I guess
can
I
a
should-
Guru tear open fucking that
Can I gain
asshole
a rage?
You can skin bind it, yes.
Okay.
As just after you complete it, are you sure you want it on your neck?
No,
People
because
will
you
see
feel
it.
it there, eh? Oh, God, you're right.
It's a
yeah.
tattoo.
And it would be of a phone. That's true. Let's do it somewhere a little less conspicuous, in amongst his other sort of gaming sleeve.
Sure. Mia, they don't really do these as much anymore, but there used to be for a while packaging that was made of plastic that was completely sealed, and there was no good way of opening it at all. Scissors could potentially work, but some things were so tight that you risked damaging the thing that you wanted by cutting it open to get it out. I forget the exact term for it.
Clamshell? Isn't that
Because clamshell I thought was it, but then
it
also
actually pops open, yeah.
That you can usually.
yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
And then as you have it disappear on your shoulder, you hear the rustling of leaves behind you.
He's gonna straighten up and turn his head to glance behind him.
One last dash steps in to the clearing. Are you not joining the hunt?
Any percent is tricky, and he's fast. My money's on the fact that even if people catch up to him, he's going to be able to get away once, and I want to know where he's going. I'm going to find out.
And what do you intend to do?
Get there before he does. That is an avoidant answer.
So that the glory is yours?
I mean, is there honor in killing one of our own?
There can be. Just because someone wears a similar skin to you does not mean that they are not your enemy.
Shouldn't we all be on the same side?
You're asking something that isn't true. Perhaps, yes, we should be on the same side, and yet we are not. You
What?
differ from your pack.
In a way.
That is not a complaint.
Why were you not the Truthcatcher tonight?
Because I think it's important that those who are captured get a fair hearing. I could not do that.
Know thyself.
I am surrounded by many who would believe that it would be my duty to see him dead.
And yet you're not on the hunt either.
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not sure he needs to die. If there is an Arun out there dedicated enough to bring him down, dedicated enough to see him fall, to spill his blood on the ground, then Luna has chosen.
I think you'll find there's more than one.
Maybe. There are other things at play here. He knows more than what we have got from him. But it's not even up to me to find that out, is it?
Are you happy with being part of the sect of Weathered Storm? It's a simple question, Sky.
Back to you two. It's great. If I ever not want to answer a question, I'm just like, well, you split up the party, so I don't have to.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, jeez, this commercial break's coming at the worst time.
The first fence that you find that's been absolutely rent through has still traces of blood, as if somebody has just smashed through the metallic webbing. This is not the act of somebody in Hamid. That would be impossible. but there is still fresh blood, and that blood is trackable. Here's what's going to happen between the two of you. I'm going to make a roll to see how far any percent has gotten. You currently have 2 successes on top. The instant that you match my number of successes, I know how many successes I am in front of you. Mm-hmm. You'll catch him. So you can potentially catch up. What are you doing to improve your chances of catching him? In one sentence. They're studying their sheets for those out there in podcast land.
We're looking,
We're looking at the forms. I'm looking at the forms.
Secret that we might have there.
Jennifer's still in Glabro?
Yes.
I think I'm most effective in lupus, and I don't have any gifts that I think that would help in this moment. So I'm not changing my tactic. I'm staying on the
Continue tracking.
staying on the scent and staying in lupus, which is both agile and not so blatant that I feel like I have to hide from humans.
Well, that's a very good tactic. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
tactic. That's going to be a wit survival from you.
Taking a different tact, I'm going to shift to Glabro, make myself more conspicuous, but faster, and more efficient at leaping over, like, fences, or scaling walls if need be, because I'm keeping access to my punchy hands as well.
Some poor insomniac in the West Island is going to be like, oh,
All
lovely
right.
now. Oh my God.
That's going to be dexterity athletics for you.
Okay, I don't lose rage for that shift. So there we go. Dex athletics.
Yep. Successes, Kate?
3.
It's pretty good. I like 3. 3 is a good number.
And you get +1 for him.
Plus 2, because it's physical.
Let's get physical. Physical. Brutal outcome.
It's not. I'm just wondering how many of my
Precious
willpowers I should
willpower
try to
you
hold
will.
on to. Okay, no, I'll leave it. I'm at 3.
Okay. Any percent is doubling back. He's returning to the woods. He's trying to go in one big circle. However, while his bleeding has stopped, he is obviously a guru and therefore regenerates, and it wasn't that serious wound anyway. Kate, you know exactly where his scent is.
I would like to try to.
He's not far ahead of you, probably only about 70 meters.
Has he reached the woods yet?
He's getting close.
I'd like to try to aim to meet him at the tree line.
Okay. For you, it's speed. That's going to be the advantage. But there's one other roll that I'm going to have the two of you make. I need you to roll Wits Stealth and Wits Awareness, please.
What's stealth?
Wits Stealth for you. Because if Macros sees you, if Troyan sees Macros, Troyan might know exactly where to go.
So I'm rolling Wits Awareness.
Wits Awareness
Okay.
versus Wits Stealth. You have a +1 to your stealth. You're in lupus.
And this does.
It's not a physical action.
Great.
Just waiting on that girl.
All right.
I'm happy with my result.
I think
Okay.
I am too.
4.
4.
Oh!
Out of the corner of your eye, Troyan.
If not defender wins. What's the rule on ties in this game?
That is a good question.
We have a rules question.
No, I do want to know because that's really important to know throughout the entire
I tend to
campaign.
agree, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
checking
feel like
for you.
she grumbled to herself.
Well, are you attacking really, Liz? Like, aren't you defending
I'm attacking
your right
with my
to kill
eyes.
any percent? Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
So I have a note on ties in conflict, but I don't have a note on ties elsewhere.
This is sort of
Conflict pools. Uh,
in a manner of speaking.
a tie results in each party inflicting damage.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
fights.
not
Oh my
the
God.
right thing.
Ow, what
A
the
contest. If the acting character rolled equal to or more than the number of successes rolled by the opposing character, the test is a win, which means that it goes to Troyan,
Because I was
the acting
acting.
character. That's on page
Thing versus a
123.
Yeah, like what if it's an arm wrestle?
thing versus opposing. Okay, I'm gonna write that
Well, that's conflict
down.
and then you hurt each other.
Acting.
However, it's a minor success, right? You only, because you were equal, out of the corner of your eyes, you see that Macris is present,
Okay.
but then you lose her again. You're not sure where she is, but you know she's in the area, and you can see that she seems to know where she's going,
Okay.
but you can't get an exact beat on where she's headed. How's that?
No, that's okay. I'm just still trying to figure out how I will lock in my understanding of acting versus opposing. Like it makes
To seek is active.
yeah. To hide is to be stealthy is oppositional. Like it's just a
If
general.
it was you
system
as a
question.
PC against an NPC, a tie would go to you.
Okay,
That's
so
basically what I would say.
PCs win.
For PC versus PC, I had to choose who the acting character was in this case because I asked both of you to make the roll, which is why I'm giving a very minor.
Yeah, I want to make sure that I fully understand it for the entire campaign. That's all. It's not about this moment. It's about the general understanding.
Okay. When you break free from the last yard and you're seeing Angel Woods, there's a dog run that's outside the woods, which is a big wide open field, which is absolutely covered in dog shit, even though it's not supposed to be. But that's when you see him. A wolf racing across. You can tell, though, that he's limping. One of his legs is not quite going as fast as he would want to. And he's dashing back into the woods, hoping that this doubling back might be enough to throw people off. It hasn't shaken you. He's headed not towards where the moot was, though. He's headed slightly off, just into the woods, probably trying to squirrel himself away somewhere.
I'd like to attempt to close my jaws around some part of him.
Okay, so you're going to try to reach up to him and then grapple him.
Yeah.
But not hurt him, necessarily.
No, just latch
Okay.
on.
So, this is a grapple then. That is strength brawl. But we're going to call this dex brawl because you're not trying to overpower him so much as you're trying to just hold him back, right?
I'll probably lose this.
I don't know about that. He's not doing so good.
Excellent.
Ouch. Ouchies.
Trying.
Okay.
2 successes.
Going into you.
I only got one.
Oh.
Here's the deal. You get 2 rounds before they show up. Now, you could still use that to
I
hide.
know exactly what I'm doing with my
Okay.
first round.
So you latch around him, and
Yep.
he skitters and falls, and he turns around, and his first instinct is to snap at you, but then when he sees you and smells you, he stops.
I'm rolling a rage check. I succeeded. I'm activating Odious Aroma. And I'm going to use my ensuing rounds to try to keep him from escaping my grasp, because anyone who is not a bone gnar, oh wait, there are none except for Peter, must spend willpower and succeed on a composure plus survival test against my stamina and honor, which is 6.
Or else.
Or be forced to stop short of reaching the user.
Because it's just so stinky
Yeah.
for the enemy.
So the scent of dog leavings from the dog run that you so helpfully provided are also going to be accentuated with the worst parts of wet dog and dog breath and all kinds of other unpleasant but scenically relevant scents.
And Bonar.
And this is what I was saving my willpower for. So I'm going to spend a willpower on this roll for anyone who might want to.
Well, the roll hasn't happened yet.
For
So-
Odious Rona?
Yeah. So if you're still holding on to him,
Okay.
are you keeping your jaws on him
Yes.
while you make this race check? So he doesn't have to check. You're holding him down.
Okay. but
It's
I-
if
I
any
say
of these
well.
two show up that they'll
Great,
have
then
to
I'm not
check.
spending that willpower. I took that.
Yeah, you don't spend willpower until the actual roll is made.
Okay.
God, it smells. And you hear Slade growl and just go, right.
Chris, what have you done?
No, Jennifer Slade's going to try to push through. So, yeah. So it's her composure survival. Are you going to try?
I must.
Composure survival.
I can't look weak in front of Jennifer Slade.
Composure's
Well,
not your shit.
No, composure's not my shit
You
stat.
can.
That's good.
You
can.
Composure survival is
Oh.
not.
Oh wait, this is a 2 dice penalty
For what?
because it's social and we're in Glabro.
This.
Composure is a social attribute.
I mean, it is.
Oh no.
That's a good question.
Well, you can switch. You could revert to Hamid before trying to press on.
Yeah, I got to.
Okay.
I'm not taking that penalty. There we go.
Okay, let's go. Okay. What'd you get?
3.
3.
Brutal outcome. Oh.
I'm so excited.
Slade
This is gonna be
steps back
terrible.
and just like claps her hand over her face, howls, but does not proceed. However,
Sorry, it was against the user. Sorry, it's my seminal honor. Okay, that's fine. I was rolling the right quantity of dice. Yeah,
Okay.
Don't mind me.
yeah.
Is it you rolling or is it the static value?
No, it's
Yeah, right. Static value would be insane.
Oh, yeah. That
yeah, yeah, okay, cool.
yeah.
No.
Because it would say difficulty of. So that's difficulty of 2 plus the gift user's wisdom would be a static.
So you
Just for a different one.
you have stopped Jennifer Slade,
Yeah.
but you have not stopped Troyan, who is able to press forward through the stench. You're now just into the tree line. Any percent is trying to scrabble to get away from you, but it's not working. Your jaws are locked. You'll be there in 2 turns. What do you do?
Odious Aruma persists for the scene.
Oh, yes, it does. No one else is around right now, although this might waft closer to Dante in a second.
What
How does that smell?
does that mean?
But you stopped Slade. She can't proceed.
Um,
It was a brutal outcome, which means she can't even spend willpower.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
She
close
will
to
remember
a
this.
bonding moment.
You can stay with her. That's fine.
On
Oh, nah.
over.
Bonding.
Rat.
I'm used to this. I've been next to her while she sleeps.
I'm just gonna start dragging him further into the woods, but like I think it's pointless at this point because she's just gonna murder him. So
You can try to hide.
not while I'm.
The scent is just around you. It's clear that you are in the area, but you could still try to hide.
Sure. Then I guess I'll try to drag him behind a tree and activate blissful ignorance.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. Okay, just activate.
I'm gonna growl, "Hide, you fool," and see if he can also activate something.
You still have your jaw around his leg,
Yeah.
so he can't hide from you.
Yeah.
But 2 Ragabash with blissful ignorance might be enough to avoid Troyan.
This is so exciting.
I'm like, I don't want to bite
Villain
you.
here somehow.
The player wants you to succeed in hiding from my absolutely bloodthirsty PC. Yeah.
Blissful ignorance will cost you
So,
a
yeah.
willpower.
No, it's a rage check, and I failed it, so I lose a rage.
I see here cost 1 willpower.
I have rage check written down on my thing. Have I been not?
Ragabash Gifts, page 149, Blissful Ignorance,
I
cost
wrote it
1
down
willpower.
wrong. I've been spending long this whole time and annoyed that I didn't have anything that cost willpower, so I'm actually happy for that.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
also good for me to know.
I'd say so.
I activated it last session.
So
That
I'm going
does
to let
change
you-
my math. No, I'm gonna get my rage back and just correct.
Okay.
Wrote it down.
So you are now hidden. Any attempt to spot them is done as a difficulty 2 plus the gift's user's wisdom. So this is going to be for you, my dear Troyan.
Yes, hello, I am ready.
Where the fuck are you? Oh!
You are still being assaulted by odious aroma,
Stench.
which is not great. So this is going to be a composure awareness roll for you.
Ugh.
If,
Diff- 3?
yeah.
Oh no.
Well, she's also hidden though. You have to beat her twice. First for her stealth and then for the
Ooh.
blissful ignorance.
Oh, I don't want to use all my willpower.
This is to get by blissful ignorance. How many successes do you have currently?
I only have 2.
No, that won't be enough to see her.
I know. But there's the chance that I'm going to have to spend willpower twice, which I don't want to do if I have to make 2 rolls. And then I only have 1 left for the actual bloodbath.
You do know that blissful ignorance is a Ragabash gift. It's pretty common.
Yeah.
So you can know that as long as she's standing still. So you can start talking.
I take out my blowtorch, my pocket blowtorch,
Excuse me?
and I
So you're of the worm.
I just start swinging.
You just destroy a forest.
just
It's like, is it getting hot? It's
That's
sticky, but it's getting
point
hot
of
here, too.
pride. No. She's in Hamid right now and shouts into the forest.
I need a rage check because I had to switch form.
Don't you dare let him get away.
You switch form to, or you're
I
switching
have
Hispo.
to switch form to use. It's only usable in forms.
Oh, yes, that is true.
She says, don't you dare let him get away. And then she turns on her heel and leaves the stench cloud, growling. Like it's just a growly human stomping away.
There it is.
Macris, you are in possession of one any percent who is currently in Hispo himself. You're crouched behind a tree and it smells like death around you.
Ah,
It smells like home. Yeah.
Your blanket is forfeit back at the bar.
dragon new one.
You can't talk to him. That involves movement.
Mm-hmm.
But you see that Macris, you see that Troyan is leaving.
I'm going to pin him. Like I'm going to, like I guess in this positioning before moving or whatever.
Okay.
To make sure that I'm in a position where, yeah, I'm just gonna wait it out.
Until
The scene has elapsed, I guess.
Until
I'm sure
daylight.
there's no one here.
did you find them?
Finding 2 of them when they're determined to stay hidden. My own packmate seems set on keeping him alive.
They cannot remain still forever.
You want to go back into that? She points towards the stench cloud. We'll make sure they can't escape.
Even Ragabash get clean sometimes.
Someone no, okay. We'll pace the perimeter. Keep them contained.
They are contained. Don't worry. It's a long time before sunrise.
If he gets away,
If?
there are too many people who want to show mercy.
And you won't let that happen, will you? You've killed your first spiral tonight.
That felt good. He has information. Even if we could make him talk, I don't know if we could trust it.
Trust is important to you, isn't it?
Yes. That's why I waited so long before establishing a pack. Just joining one or creating one. We all just kind of fell together.
She shivers once. The air around you feels like it's getting cold. Almost as if she's growing larger despite not shifting into more than just Glabro. And then she calls out, "You're there. I know you're there." Aiding and abetting. Do you really wish to be painted with the same brush? Let him go. Or know you've made an enemy tonight. You can tell that she's using a gift.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Icy Chill of Despair. It is a Shadow Lord gift that gains her glory as bonus for all intimidation tests. And everyone apart from their packmates within 10 meters is unable to use willpower to reroll dice or regain willpower except through mystical means.
Does that include me?
Yes, it does.
Oh, Jennifer.
Hey man, just
What the fuck
We are
did you do?
going to roll. So this for you is going to be composure and I'll either let you roll composure stealth or composure leadership.
It's not resolve because it's.
This is a social action, but
Okay.
sure, we can make it
No,
resolve
that's fine.
for you to steel yourself against this.
Because in Hispo, I have a super penalty in social tests, and I only have one composure, so I could roll one die or roll more dice.
Roll more dice.
Yeah. Because I have composure. I have resolve, rather. I don't have composure.
Okay. So roll your resolve.
Resolve what?
Resolve stealth or resolve leadership.
4 successes.
Jesus.
what?
Only 3. You take no damage to your willpower and you can remain hidden.
Damn.
She starts to pace outside the tree line. You can hear this, by the way. You can hear her shout.
It's like a look to sky.
So first, Sky will have to answer your question.
Yeah.
I don't want to...
Oh, unless
I'm
this
not
is-
letting you get... No,
unless it's
they
like-
went out and around.
Oh yeah, right.
Like, that wouldn't be fair.
Just long silence. Yeah.
There are too many who are too quick to decide on a path of the certain. There is no forgiveness in them. I'm not sure that I agree. She's very uncomfortable having revealed this, by the way.
Of course.
I am a judge. I see light and dark, the right and the wrong. But is it always so definite? Is it always so sure? And can we never forgive?
Forgiveness is what makes us human.
You're not human, Dante. You're Guru. I'm not human either. Nor are they. And that's when you hear Jennifer yell out.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be in a foul mood one way or the other tonight.
She may just get what she wants.
You can stop her.
Why would I oppose directly someone who challenged for the right to have downstream? Why would I make myself an enemy of her?
Because you don't agree with her, do you? You don't think that she should have the cairn?
Oh.
Then you already oppose her.
That's true. Sky, I don't know what's going on at Weathered Storm, what happened in the past. Those who are there, yourself included, are those who have survived. Those who are maybe damaged. But healing is an active process. I can't help, and he motions towards where Apotheosis is, but he doesn't say.
Apotheosis is just sitting calmly
Oh, yeah.
by the fire while it's starting to dwindle out.
Mm-hmm. I can't help her reach out. She has to do it herself. I can't help you or Weathered Storm heal unless you make a choice.
You seem to be helping right now. Both sides. It's your pack that brought both of us together in a mood for the first time in years.
Because there are no sides.
There's always a side, Dante.
No. He digs his hand into his pocket and pulls out a coin and shows, and just keeps rotating it back and forth. Human, wolf. There's this world, the Umbra. Two sides, same coin. Weathered Storm, downstream. We all want the same thing. We all are the same thing. You're right. To be Guru is not to be human, but it is to have one foot in two different worlds.
Can you roll me your charisma persuasion, please?
I can try. 3 rage dice. Lucky ducky. 3 successes.
I've never met a walker who's made so much sense.
You might find if you take the time to listen. Sometimes we make sense. Sometimes it's just absolute tech bro garbage.
I always listen. Maybe I'll hear you.
Will she? Is the quiet hand capable of listening?
Not tonight. Tonight she seeks to destroy. Tonight, she wants to assert. And I don't think she's the only one. You're so different. She stands up. You meant to wait here alone, didn't you?
I just need a minute.
She looks you up and down. Take all the time you need. And find me when you're ready.
Ready?
She turns and she starts to head out of the woods, away from this business.
Yeah. Away from this thing.
And
Yeah. The words "ready for what" just like die on his lips as she walks away.
she turns her head once and looks back at you before she finally slips through the tree line and out of sight.
There is an eyebrow quirk. And then Dante resumes a seated position and closes his eyes.
Macris.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's no struggle from him. There can't be as long as he wants to remain hidden. But you can tell that he's growing more tense, as if staying here is difficult for him. I mean, you are basically Dutch ovening him.
Oh God!
You've slammed the sheets over his head, and he cannot leave.
Oh no! It's true.
Hooray!
See?
I just
suffer.
I just realized that
This
I may
could be
have
an
insulted
acceptable
Dutch.
form of
Yes.
torture.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Any viewers from Holland or thereabouts, we're so sorry.
Quick, ask him questions while he's up.
Yeah, in
While
lupus while trying to be
extension.
hidden. Or in hispo rather, while trying to be hidden. Yeah. Meanwhile, Macris, if anything, is growing increasingly relaxed. Yeah.
He moves, breaking his blissful ignorance, not yours. And he's gently, not forcefully, but gently trying to pull his leg out from your teeth.
Son of a bitch.
So, is there any amount of communication that can be made in hispo?
You could squeeze your jaws a little tighter. That's still not movement.
Yeah, no, it's not about that. It's just like, because I can't say words or anything.
No, with blissful ignorance, you're very much not supposed to be able to move.
I'm talking about in hispo.
No.
Like, as a wolf form, can I communicate anything to any animal? Or to, like, a fellow?
Not without moving.
I don't care about not moving. I want to know, can
Yes, you can talk
wolf
to him.
communicate to wolf?
It will break your blissful
That's
ignorance.
fine.
But yes, you can communicate with him. Assume that Guru can always communicate with Guru. When you're in Krenos, there may be a little less desire to communicate beyond over there and kill and no, seriously, kill.
Philosophical debates might be out of the question.
Yeah, because all I want to communicate is, like, your loss, or, like, are you sure, or something of that nature.
Do you think I should die?
No. Sorry, I'll say that louder for the viewers. No.
I had no idea. I'm stupid. I'm foolish. I'm reckless.
I know you're drawing attention to yourself.
Can't fight two Arun. I couldn't even fight you.
Yeah, here you are, jabbering.
The Jabberwocky.
Emotional damage. He reaches out and he, with his own teeth, tears a chunk of his own fur out, drops it at your feet, and then he starts to burrow as quickly and as quietly as he can under the tree.
I won't fight Troyan for you.
Will you give her a message?
Sure.
Tell her that she's not the one who wants me dead the most.
Yeah.
But if I'm willing to try to make it until morning, maybe she can let me do that too. And he activates Blissful Ignorance again. You know he's there, because he can't move.
I assumed he was using there's something badger burrow tunnel gift, but I don't know who owns that gift or anything. So I was just like, oh yeah, he's doing that burrowing gift.
But you now have a chunk of his fur in your inventory.
Oh.
Alongside a
one
piece
fur
of
set.
string, a toothbrush.
And several smoke detectors. Pocket.
Your smell is still potent in the air, but it won't last for much longer. You now know where he is.
Yep.
No one else
What he
does.
expects me to do. I literally don't, other than convey this message to Troyan. So,
Well, that's his fault, not yours.
Which, I mean, there's a possible I mean, I don't know what the implication is in his message, but it sounds like either he has a bigger enemy or he's more frightened of, like, Jennifer Slater or
yeah, there
whatever.
are other
right?
people that want him more dead. It's like, cool.
Do you want to roll to see if you can determine what he meant?
Sure.
Okay.
What, something insight?
That will be intelligence insight.
Like, it's going to continue to be, I have no idea.
Intellicite! He
Okay,
yelled.
2 successes.
Oh.
He wants himself dead most of all.
That's what I thought.
Oh, no.
Oh.
But he's willing to try and survive the night. That's the message that he's trying to put forward.
Fighters, baby.
Even more black spiral dancers. Ah.
Oh, no.
Dig through the ditches and birds. Dante?
Yeah.
Now it starts to smell. It's not nearly as potent here. Like you can, because you can still move around here. The instant that you try to approach Macros, on the other hand, you might have
A bit more trouble.
a little more trouble.
Yes, somewhere between like Sky's sort of not last words, but like what Sky said, the smell coming over him, like it's a bit of a confusing time, but we're gonna do our best to center ourselves. Dante wants to use Sight from Beyond, John. What he's hoping to sort of divine, based on what he knows about any percent, based on what he knows about Andrew. He knows that Andrew has a place that he's hidden before. I mean, he's a Ragabash, but there's computers that he's hidden somewhere, and they weren't at his home. Dante's essentially trying to, I guess, contact the spirit world and see if he can receive any flashes or visions of where any percent might go. His hidey hole, as it were.
Oh, his hidey hole.
His hidey hole. Yeah.
This is looking for a prophetic vision.
That's correct.
So spend your willpower. Roll me your intelligence wisdom.
Done. That's real close. 4 successes.
4 successes.
But almost brutal.
Yeah.
Nice.
But almost brutal.
No, I almost kind of wanted. Nah,
You almost kind of want
I
to.
did kind of want it.
A brutal success in this circumstance would just mean that you fail.
Oh, okay.
Brutal outcome.
Brutal outcome. Yeah. I just
4 successes is
hit my
excellent.
hit hit myself in the head.
Take the poor successes,
Bonk.
Scott.
No, I will. I did.
Interesting. Yeah, there is a poll that's currently out.
Oh boy.
Whose intentions for any percent will prevail?
Mm.
I won't reveal the answer. I'm actually going to close it because I don't want to look at what the answer is myself.
Mm.
Just remember for Fancy Corner afterwards, because I'll want to
At
know.
least for break.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Depending on whether or not it's relevant yet.
Deep within the earth, very deep within the earth, there are drums. Drums in the deep. They are coming.
What the shit?
You can hear just a rhythmic pounding over and over again. And yet it's impossible to tell. One of the interesting things about bass is that humans can't actually determine where the bass comes from. They only feel it. You don't have the directional sense that you have with higher frequency sounds. But any percent knows. The devices that he has been planting around the city can detect them.
What? Oh my god.
He's built a web that you can now see briefly, tantalizingly, just enough so that he can catch where these sounds are coming from. That is why devices have been disappearing.
Oh my god, this is...
But the vision does not tell you where this web is. The vision does not tell you how the web works. Only that it exists and that any percent rests in the center of it. There is a sword dangling above his head, held by a single horsehair, which could snap at any moment. That's the vision you get.
I'm gonna need a map of the city, a corkboard, and a hell of a lot of string. I'm gonna need it stat. I feel like Dante comes out of this vision with like a snap, crack, and just like no pop. And he jumps up, like immediately into action. Frenzy, not frenzy. He starts towards where Sky was going, and just balls his hands up.
As in leaving the area.
Yeah, he starts in that direction,
Okay.
balls his hands up, turns around, and goes towards the source of the smell.
Not towards apotheosis.
Or Sky.
Okay.
No, this vision is more important right
Very well. As you start to approach, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to roll
Difficulty 3.
now. Okay.
at a difficulty of 3.
Oh, stinky boo.
Remind me what it is? I just can't remember. Is it composure or something like that?
You have to roll. Nope. Gift that I was looking at.
It is your stamina honor. Rat cares about honor.
Yeah. I care about honor.
No, you have to roll composure and survival.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry,
Oh.
your stamina honor. Okay, yeah, composure
okay.
survival.
That's fine too.
Is it the same pool?
It is the same pool.
How many successes?
None.
Oh.
So I'm
You can spend willpower.
thinking about it. I'm gonna do it.
Sorry, it's
Oh.
must spend a willpower and succeed. So, yeah.
I'll definitely have spent the willpower for trying.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but
no,
only
no,
if you
for sure.
wanted to.
No, definitely.
So, Troyan, I think you would have had to have spent a
I
willpower.
am gonna do it, John. I'm gonna attempt a reroll,
Um,
but just the one. I'm not gonna like burn everything here
Okay.
because
to be honest, too much time has passed.
web
Yeah.
business
I'm not going
is
back
way
into
too
the
intriguing.
thing, if that's okay with you. Because I don't think I would have
2
been successful.
successes.
No.
It's not enough.
Just like I feel like there's almost this wall of smell that Dante's trying to like claw through.
You can call out.
Yeah, I think.
She's in there somewhere.
Yeah. Coughing and choking a little bit on it, calls out into the woods. Magnus. Any percent, he knows something. Something important. Where are you, you little fucker?
Macros is gonna wander out then with a fur in her in her jaws for all to see, and I guess drop the odious aroma at this point. Spit it out and revert to Hamid.
You. We need one of those. We need a little sound effect. You. No, we really don't.
Idiot thinks it's smarter to run from me than to let me get answers from him. Have at thee, and she gestures at the two Arun. Vaguely waving towards the forest.
Slade is starting. Are you in the same area as them?
I
Now
think
that you've
I'm
yelled, I
headed
think
in
it's
that
pretty
direction.
close.
Yeah.
Slade looks at you and then walks directly towards Dante, not towards Macros or Troyan. What do you know?
I just know that he knows something.
I know he knows something, that's why I was trying to fucking get him.
Something else. I know part of his plan.
Spit it out, Weaver Kneeler.
Dante's gonna. Hey, in my mind, she's taller than me. She's got tall energy. Whether or not she is, I don't know.
She's not as tall as Macros.
Okay. Well, I mean, who is? But chin up, Dante's gonna step up to Jennifer Slade. What'd you call me?
Weaver Kneeler.
You think that's an insult too, don't you?
It isn't my fault if you're too ignorant to get it.
Oh, for fuck's sake! And she just runs into the forest.
Love that.
I mean, I'm here for it.
Me too. Yeah.
Wait.
Taking out her pocket blowtorch. I'm kidding.
Wait, what?
No. Oh god.
He has a web. Of course he does. It's across the city. I don't know where it is. He's looking for something. Something at the heart. Something underground. A hive, maybe?
Thank you.
Fucking find him.
I don't have to anymore. You'll do that for me. And she grins. Go. I'll be waiting here.
Was she the one who I apparently didn't take the note? She was the one who tried to go for downstream.
Yes.
Yeah. Dante narrows his eyes.
So
There's no honor in waiting behind. No glory in not finding the traitor.
Mewling cub. Fine. I'll do it myself. And she turns and she starts to stalk, not run, stalk into the forest.
the fuck's your problem with glasswalkers? Fuck's your problem with downstream? You just want to end them all? That sounds really great for the guy's balance.
Manipulation, intimidation, please.
Can I, the stalking off, this comment, can I stand next to Macros? I like her tall energy too.
Tall energy. I am tall.
Because you're tall.
Dante Macros, gain rage.
Oh!
Yay!
Wait. I have too much. Oh no.
Could someone clip that?
Gain rage. Ooh.
Yay!
3?
Would I gain it before this roll?
No, after the roll. Okay. Trying. I want you to roll. You just bought it. Let's make one more use of it. Can you roll me your composure survival, please?
Yes. Three.
It's easy enough to track Macros' steps out at 3 successes. So you can find the general area where she was. It's a big tree. Leaves everywhere. You trip over a log you can't see. Oh.
Oh no!
Yeah, rolled really high stealth. Ninja log.
You also disguised a whole log, yeah. Very good.
Any percent? When I find you, I will get the answers out of you one way or another. But if you show yourself and tell me what I need to know, I promise it will be quick. You won't get such a generous offer from the other Arun.
Best you can help for, man.
Okay,
Yep.
that's a manipulation intimidation.
No.
It's about as good as you're gonna get.
Pretty
honestly.
much.
Like, yeah. No, I will kill you. It'll just be nice.
It'll just be fab.
Bad. Horrible.
I'm gonna. Alright, 3 successes.
Oh. Oh.
There's no response yet. But you may have done some damage. I won't tell you. Not enough that he's gonna pop out.
No big health bar appears like over where he's hiding, and it's just like bloop, 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 bloop.
You don't understand. It's fine. I get it. You still feel the taint of the city. And it's their fault. She takes another step towards Dante, enough so that now, like, definitely invading your personal space. That there was a time when we could have all stood together against a common enemy. And then your tribe decided to make a play.
The whole tribe.
What do you know?
Please educate me.
With your smarmy new moon tongue, I should rip it out.
Wanna go? I thought there was a different hunt going on. Are you just gonna go after the closest Ragabash because you're just pissed off? Just gonna go after the closest Glasswalker because you're pissed off?
Okay, that's combat.
Yeah.
But first, we're going to let you go on a break.
Oh no!
Look, I want to get him to survive the night somehow.
Honestly, though, can't kill him if you're killing me instead.
She sucks. Like, play, she's great as an
Yeah.
NPC,
Oh my god, please.
but like, this is
We're going to take a quick break, folks. If you're not subscribed, you're going to see an ad. We're sorry about that, but we'll be right back.
Oh my god.
After these messages.
we'll be right back.
Wowzers.
Oh my lord.
Bet you didn't think the hunt would go like this.
Actually, you can't say I'm surprised.
I had some suspicions.
That's
Nah,
correct,
Chris.
Ellie Spot.
Assassin.
Earthling, I use. Thanks.
Slade.
See, that's true loyalty right there.
I'm sorry, did you say something? Wante?
Sorry, did you say something? Italian author? Stupid.
Wante's Inferno?
Yeah.
I love your Inferno. It's so...
Laurent? Is it an enameled cup? I didn't. Oh! I didn't actually know, Minty. Did it look like this?
I think it was a red cup. I think that's a cup that I got as swag from a previous job that I had. Thing is, out of all the four of us, I'm the one who is least likely to require the use of a mug. And I get a lot of mugs and coffee as perks, which I don't need. So other people get to benefit from it instead.
Which we all are very happy about. We agreed to do this smart and have a common understanding. Let's go! Civil War! I've learned one thing from movies. It's that civil wars are always the result of two people trying to measure their genitalia. And,
That's an awful lot of Guru.
That is true.
I have to, because DJ Quiver used the correct way to put it.
Oh!
How would you recommend using spirits or patrons from previous editions? I recommend that you take a look at them and that you can adapt, considering that they're definitely available. There's a few things that I would keep in mind as you're trying to use a spirit or patron from a previous edition of Werewolf. First, be aware that there's been some changes towards how Werewolf approaches certain topics. So things such as references to pure breed or references to the concepts of Guru and Guru shall not mate with Guru and the likes, those are gone. So if you capped any of that in previous edition material, it's not usable. The other thing that I would point out is that these spirits may make references to abilities, right? Like patrons that give packs or give individual followers special bonuses. I would just take a look at what bonuses patrons provide in the current 5th edition core and then adapt. So just understand that if somebody says, well, you normally get a +3 dice to firearms, +3 dice in this is very powerful compared to in previous editions. It was still very powerful in previous editions, one might say broken, but I would just, the easiest way to do that is see what other patrons do and then just replace some words with other words based on what that previous spirit was able to do. That's actually what I did for the Fox patron spirit, which the pack has as a follow right now. I had a look at what was available and what other bonuses they would get, and then I replaced 1-for-1 abilities in order to do that. And because I wanted it to be a little more powerful, but in certain circumstances, I gave them 1 extra skill that they would get a bonus for, but I applied a slightly more restrictive condition in order to use it, which was that they had to plan out their hunt as opposed to stuff that happens as a split second. So Ergwin, yeah, I am the least likely to make use of a mug, just because that's who I am. I can't help who I am. But yeah, I don't think that you can go necessarily wrong with applying some other things. Just also be aware that certain spirits have already changed. For instance, Cockroach is no longer the patron spirit of Glasswalkers. Now it's Spider. Green Dragon is no longer the patron spirit of the Black Spiral Dancers. So.
Beware, be prepared. Yes, I have a lab blanket. Hashtag deal with it, chat. I have a blanket. So I'm cold. Meh. Meh. Meh.
Everybody's coming back in.
Do you have everything you need, John?
I have my players. Do I need anything else?
Water?
I haven't even touched mine yet.
Yeah, if the info boxes disappeared in the end.
Jennifer Slade's going to attempt to slug Macros in the face. Just she's in Glabro, so she still has a certain physical advantage, but this is superficial damage. It's not an attempt to like do any serious harm. This is more of a shut up.
Macros is going straight for like the solar plexus.
Gut shot?
Gut punch, yeah.
Oh damn. All right, well, you're taking on the Arun.
I'm so happy with this. Did she take off her jacket first?
No, no.
Nice.
Sorry, quote.
Could you show me my stats? I may want to reroll, but I think it might be at my max willpower.
You're down there at the bottom.
Oh, right.
Is her gift still active, John?
Yes, but that's so you can't spend willpower currently
No.
because she's got her icy.
Oh, like I
Grip of
regardless
just-
of whether or not I succeeded in my resist or whatever. Okay, great.
There
I'm
is.
not going to anyway.
Let me just check
I wasn't
that
sure the
to make-
exact wording of
to
that.
make
gift.
sure it is.
Does that mean you can't use gifts like cost willpower in the presence of
Uh,
this?
It is. You're unable to use willpower to re-roll dice or regain willpower except through mystical means, and there is no resistance. It's just the way it is.
Okay, great.
Jesus.
Then that's 2 successes.
I rolled 2 successes, which means you both succeed. Wham! Take
Damage?
take 1 superficial.
Cool.
Off the buttons.
Oh,
Do you know how much angrier she would get if you did that?
Okay, so that's 1 superficial. And then she grins. Very nice. It's good that you still have a spine somewhere in there.
Not the best you can do. Trying to accuse me of being spineless when I'm standing up for someone.
If he and his tribe caused the destruction of our cairn, I'm going to remember today.
You don't have any of his kind in your cairn. You don't have any of my kind in your cairn. What's your fucking problem? Maybe you'd have a bit more balance with us.
Do I look unbalanced to you?
Yeah?
I can't even with this one. All right, so that's you're gonna roll your. This is either gonna be manipulation, intimidation, or manipulation, insight. Your choice.
Intimidation.
Okay.
everyone's dead. Dante somehow.
Brutsky!
Oh! Oh!
For better or for worse. I don't know how that's gonna fall. I assume worse. It's not good. It's real.
I don't know. You are trying to destroy.
Okay. Okay. So I will let you do one of two things.
Yep.
You can either lose your cool and sucker punch her, or you're just going to fail and I'm going to roll my emotional damage on you.
You want to punch her?
No. You already got your successes.
Oh.
That's a brutal outcome. That's
So that-
4 plus however many
I
as you
had
had.
2 others.
So that's 6 successes.
Oh boy.
So give me a second here while I.
Just have a
It's like-
little looky-see
I
here.
was like, oh, 2 success. Oh dear.
So still 4 successes on my end.
Okay.
So it's only 2, but that's enough. And you smack her where?
Probably in the gut again, like other fist or something. Just-
There's a moment where she coughs and there's just a hawk of blood that goes. "Pah." She turns and starts to stalk away from all of it. The trees, you two, just leaving. She drops back to Hamid. Troyan?
I imagine they were fighting over who has the right to decide your fate. I wonder if the Shadow Lord won.
You, by the way, can follow now into the woods if you want.
Yeah, I think staring after Slade and then looking at Macris like,
Slade.
shit.
Slade is just like
Yeah.
heading out. I'm fucking embarrassed, but that's what it is.
That's yeah.
Goddamn macros.
Slapperous.
That's Macris.
Smackers.
Thinks she knows everything. Can't even stay and talk.
She's not.
Oh,
No.
okay, I was like, no wait.
And also, like, I don't think she would have, like, she projected a little bit, but
Yeah,
more
yeah.
from anger and lack of
She
composure.
gets
than
into an
trying to call
SUV,
her back.
turns it on, starts driving it directly.
And
Cab of an
shift to-
18-wheeler.
Shift to Krynos and, like, flip the car.
Yes. Oh, I don't. Hell,
But Packers, I love you.
Screwdriver through your brains.
oh my god.
God.
I just hope we haven't made an enemy of everyone at Withered Storm. I don't think we have.
If she represents them, then fuck them. We'll save the goddamn mountain ourselves. With or without their bullshit.
Fuck yeah. Now, Macris, where's any percent?
He had a message for Trin, but Trin's gone off. Something about surviving the night.
Of course, he wants to survive the night.
Trin isn't the one who wants him dead most.
Oh,
But if she'll give him the night, I have to find Trin. And Macra starts.
Heading into the woods.
Yeah. Into the woods, out of the woods, happy ever after.
What about you, Dante?
he whispers to himself, "I need control of that web," and then sets off after Macris, after Troy, and after anyone.
So now it's the three of you.
We're back together again.
Standing around
Hands
the
back
tree.
together. Macris hasn't been. Has she been visibly injured?
No, God, no. In fact, you would have probably just, you can heal that level. Oh, no, you're still in Hamid.
No, I'm still in Hamid.
Okay, no.
No, I was gut punching her in Hamid.
She has a split lip.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to you?
Jennifer thinks she knows better than all of the glass walkers and all of the mountain and all of the everyone. Couldn't stay and fight, so she's fucked off somewhere.
The second Jennifer's name is uttered, Troy just gives a little nod and goes back to looking at it as though that explained everything.
He gave me a message that you aren't the one who wants him dead the most, and that he's willing to survive the night. And Dante has something.
I saw the web. I saw what any percent, or felt what any percent is looking for. And now I need to find it too. I think it's what we've been looking for this whole time. I think it's the reason. I think it's what Clamata is trying to enact. I think it's what we need to destroy in order to save this place. And any percent knows where it is, or at least more than we do.
He knows the bargain I'm offering him.
Dante looks up like, holy shit, is he here? Like,
Which is?
There is now 1 hour until sunlight.
Hmm.
I'm sure you offered him a bargain.
If he tells us what he knows, the kill will be quick. I imagine you both would see him not killed at all.
He's lost everything.
Exactly. Where's he
So-
going to go?
He's not worth dirtying my claws over anymore. But As I said at the moon, he was good at finding information, so having a pet would be advantageous.
You have to watch your pet.
Wow, you have to watch.
Make sure it doesn't stray outside of your yard. Are you going to take on that responsibility?
Nah,
You keep him at your house?
not generally one for sticking around long enough in that sort of sense.
Then what are you suggesting?
Just that he could be useful. We kill each other so often.
He could be useful, but where's he going to live? What is his future going to be like?
Not my fucking problem.
It is, though.
So because I spare a life, it becomes my problem?
This life, yes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go kill everyone because I'm apparently in charge of them for not killing them.
Right, so you choosing to take my words that way. You say there's no honor or glory in killing him, but is there wisdom in letting him live?
Yeah,
How?
he has information. If I was faced with, oh, I'll make your death quick if you talk, I wouldn't talk to someone personally.
Is that a Ragavash trait?
It's a me trait.
%, I can take over the web for you. It's your work, man. Your life? Maybe?
Oh, is he here?
Is he?
She just shrugs.
If you can hear me, let me do this for you. You won't die in vain.
Anyway, I give up. Have a good night. Enjoy your chase. And Macros is gonna wander off towards the 20, I guess, to catch the midnight version of the 211. The night bus version, whatever the fuck bus that is.
Not in Glabro anymore. Glabro bus?
It's the 411,
No,
I think.
Shit.
Yeah, the three, whatever. Yet again, Macros with her no composure is like, I stay, I'm gonna fight, so I'm gonna go.
Leaving the two of you.
What?
He makes it till sunrise. Then it's no longer a hunt. Then it's back on you. Back on us. I'm not telling you to keep him alive. I don't. I just want to make sure we all know what the terms are of the hunt. He can probably outlast us. And I think you're right for what it's worth. His life would be linked to ours in some way. And I don't know what we would do with it.
Me neither. He would become our responsibility. And any harm that he causes, if we don't take all measures possible to eliminate him, that is also on us.
I just...
You hear that, any percent?
He bolts.
He's after him.
Okay. So he is in Lupus.
Okay.
He is running as fast as he can, trying to evade the two of you. He's scared out of his wits.
Halt the coward's flight.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, it might.
Okay.
No, it doesn't always work.
It
It's
doesn't
true. I don't
always
know
work.
if it does, but...
All right. Well, let's halt a coward.
And I think I have to shift anyway, so that probably buys him a little bit of time.
Yeah. You can shift and then in the same round do it, or you can shift, wait a turn, and then do it. Because if you shift it at the same time, that's going to be a 2-die penalty.
God, Okay, I do lose a rage.
Ruh-roh.
Ooh, for the shift, and then I have to do another rage check.
That's what it is.
Well, that could be bad. I could lose the wolf.
Yes. I guess it could be.
Shit.
Okay, well, this is your shot.
I'll
This would be
announce-
pretty iconic if she did lose the wolf
That would
trying
be
to do this, though.
really iconic.
Yeah,
I
all
think,
right.
Yeah. I'm announcing my intention at the same time because it's separate, which is to shift to Hispo
Yeah.
and make after him because I feel like that's probably my fastest form at this point.
Hispo's pretty fast, yes.
So I'm gonna do it,
Oh,
but
you
just
can roll your rage check.
yeah.
Staying at 4. Troyan.
Okay. So I've shifted,
Yeah.
and I will do my next
In the next round.
round. Yeah.
Okay. You're going after him?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a pursuit. That is going to be dexterity, and you're running through a forest, so dexterity survival.
Okay. The 2 die bonus doesn't apply because I shifted.
You shifted this
Okay,
round.
cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Successes?
Hang on. I'm rerolling. Rerolling a couple dice. Take a willpower. This is horrible. I'm almost out. 2 successes.
Okay. You're not going to catch up to him, but you're not
Okay.
going to fall behind.
Okay.
This round, Troyan,
All right. I'm going to do Halt the Coward's Flight.
make your rage check.
Important. Go!
All right. Oh, balls.
Troyan loses the wolf,
She does.
reverts to Hamid or Lupus.
Hamid, but it still succeeds, right?
I believe it does.
Yeah,
I like to think it comes out as a-
like you
as a
spend a
tweet.
Yeah.
willpower.
I believe it does, but now you can't do anything after.
Correct.
Or rather, you can't spend rage after that. But
Okay.
if it was to shift, it would immediately shunt you back into it. So that's why my initial thing is like, no, of course it doesn't work. But no, this does work.
Right.
But it's
All
you lose
right.
the wolf. If it was something like get claws,
Right.
and then it puts you back into Hamid, then Troyan's already howled at the moon to get rage at the beginning of the night.
And I should have been clocking because she was really angry earlier. I should have been clocking that, and I did not. And that's on me.
Okay, so you emit a howl.
Yeah.
Victim of this gift has their movement speed reduced to walking pace as long as they try to escape the user. Roll your resolve in honor.
This piece of crap.
Oh, right. I have to up this. Because
Oh,
this is so terrible.
God! All right,
I
we
know.
talked about this. Yeah.
When it's contested, it's so good against humans
yes,
because it naturally
it works
succeeds.
on that dude and that car.
One success.
One success.
So brutal. She's so mad.
One success beats my 0.
Oh boy. Oh
You
boy.
very rapidly catch up to him as he can no longer flee. But now Dante is in possession of the football.
God.
Macros?
Probably hears this and hurries
Yup.
her pace away.
Away.
Macros
Yeah.
is leaving.
Oh shit.
At the bus stop, Macros.
Just hanging out and crying.
Oh, man.
No, whoever's at the bus stop,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hoping is just hanging out and crying.
At the bus stop. Stop. Is apotheosis. She's sitting there waiting. She doesn't have a ride.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
Separated
lame.
from your ride, too, huh?
Yeah. Is it over?
Probably within moments.
You did your best.
Yeah, well. You think you agree with people and get along with them. And then you just can't level with them.
That's rage.
So, why does Jennifer hate all glasswalkers? She sure seems to want to end downstream and all of your kind.
Because she's convinced that we'll never do anything to help her.
What does she want you to do for her?
Oop, fuck. Well, I guess that's the end of the stream. Folks.
Oh!
Because a while ago, we didn't help.
And that's the fault of your entire tribe.
I have no idea what she thinks of my tribe, or of yours for that matter. Just that she hates downstream, and downstream has bone gnars and glasswalkers.
And so what do you think she'd do with it? Bury it? Blow it up?
She's a traditionalist, and she would not let a cairn be violated, even by her own self. But I have no doubt that what she would do I would disagree with. We could use you.
I could have helped him.
Who?
Any percent. I still think he's useful.
He might be.
Would have been.
Is there a chance that he's not dead yet?
Yeah. But I'm not gonna fight her in. You're hurt.
Do you think it's worth trying?
My packmate wants him dead.
But you don't.
I made my case. I'm not willing to fight that much. So I lose this battle. I'll fight another.
Maybe not. And she looks around. There's no one at this bus stop. It's getting close to sunrise, but that means that it's still pretty early in the morning.
Mm.
It's probably the last night bus
Yeah.
before the regular resumption
One
of
that would get
STN
me
service.
to Randolph to start the shoot for the day.
She looks at you, and there's this sort of flash of questioning in her eyes. And then she shifts to Lupus. And as you reach, and I assume tackle
Yeah.
any percent,
Yeah.
as you can start running after them, and they're not too far away, you hear one more howl. And this one has anguish and pleading in it. Just a single please, not tonight. Mournful. And yet it contains this underlying sense that she wants one more chance. She is pleading for one more chance. Not for him, but for herself. To spare him for her. Any percent reverts to Hamid. His eyes wide. But he's not saying anything. As the Hispo looms over him and as the Arun trots up. And Apotheosis shifts back into Hamid. And sits down at the bus stop. I swear the tracking in the transit app never works properly.
It's always 2 minutes away. And it just stays there. Guess I'm gonna walk to the next stop. Just jams her hands in her pockets and starts walking along Lakeshore, I guess.
Walking off into the sunrise. Kind of.
It's the 20, actually, that you'd be walking along. The stop outside Angel Woods is the 20.
Oh.
You could walk towards the lakeshore.
Yeah, is it like one of those underground tunnels at that
No,
stop?
it's several blocks away.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just walk.
Okay.
Dante reverts to Hamid as well. With the two others who are here in Hamid.
Now the two of you are together with him.
Any percent. Andrew, fucking listen to me, man. We haven't always seen eye to eye. But I know what you're doing. And whether or not anyone else believes it, you and I both know that what you're doing is for the right reasons. I trust that. I don't trust that you were doing everything by the book, or even in a smart way, but
But she doesn't. I'm glad you killed Ken. I'm glad you did it. Not me. Please, not me.
Troyan's been very still since the howl, which she probably only really registered because she had lost the wolf. It gave some kind of forced clarity to her mind.
Well, she is a Galliard. She knows how to howl better than anyone.
If any harm comes to someone, and that can be traced back to your actions, there will not be a corner of this earth you'll be able to hide from me. I will hunt you down, and your death will not be quick.
Any percent's chin rises, exposing his throat. The classic Guru sign of surrender.
She turns, and
as she turns, she sees Jennifer Slade standing about 50 meters away. Gotcha. And she starts walking towards him.
Andrew, tag out. Let me tag in. I can do this, whatever you were doing. You were looking for something. I'm a seeker.
Good work getting him, Troyan.
leave him.
What?
Leave him.
Any percent starts to reach into his pocket, and he pulls out a single Raspberry Pi.
Technology device.
The technology
not
device,
food.
not the pastry.
Yeah.
Oh, that smells good.
I'll smush it from behind.
Puts it into Dante's hand. Are you calling me off the kill?
Yes.
Her eyes narrow. Glances at Dante, and any percent back at Troyan.
I will not fight you to protect him. But I would hope I gained enough of your respect tonight that you would trust my judgment.
You three have gained my respect. Don't make me regret it. She looks at any percent. One step out of line, and I know what color you are on the inside. And if I catch you on the spiral, I will erase you.
And she won't be
Everything.
alone in that hunt.
And she turns, and her howl, while delivered from Hamid, still powerful, not nearly as expressive as the Galliard's, but her howl is one of warning. Stay away from here. And she stalks off. Any percent passes out. Run down, exhausted, emotional damage. But you are now in possession of one Raspberry Pi, probably with a micro SD card in it.
Probably.
Wouldn't that be a sucker? Because otherwise he just basically hands you a computer. And
I mean, that sounds about right, yeah.
Hard drive.
What a piece of shit. Dante props the passed out any percent up against the nearest tree. So that he's more or less upright.
30 minutes until sunrise.
Get yourself a reprieve.
She leans her back against the nearest tree and settles down on the ground, close enough to keep an eye on the passed out any percent.
I want you to roll your wits awareness, both of you. Are you headed back to where?
Mackers is just walking along, kicking rocks.
Yes. Kicking rocks.
Yeah.
2 successes.
4 successes.
Oh, hello.
You're being watched. One last dash is watching from a distance. She's not approaching. She's not making herself known, but she's also not making a big effort to hide. Standing at the tree line, observing what just happened, and then she melts away into the forest.
Dante takes out a knife. I don't know if it's like a... I don't think it would be like a hunting knife. Well, not like a hunting knife, I don't think, but it's pretty large.
Like a switchblade?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that feels right. And looks toward Brian. And then gets up and goes over to her and looks down at her back against the tree.
I spared him. Now I need to make sure he survives until dawn.
Okay. You don't have to fight me for it. You wanted to. I'd respect that.
I know.
Just as I hope you'd respect it if I felt it was the right thing to do, too.
I would. Are you staying?
No. I have someone I have to see. And apparently he looks down at the computer in his hand.
It's about the size of your hand.
And it looks like I've got the beginnings of something to decipher. Something we can all work on together.
Good, I need a project.
He slips it away. And he's going to move off towards where he last left Sky. Who knows where she is now? I don't think he caught her in the...
Okay. Macris,
Shit, man.
you hear a voice. It doesn't have a definitive source, but you've heard this voice before. Small. Fox-like. I can't tell if you're being trusting or petulant.
Perhaps both. The hunt wasn't for recreation, but I would see him as disadvantaged, so I gave him a leg up, as Rat requests.
There is honor in Rat.
But I won't fight my pack.
You didn't have to. I trust each one of you to stand up for what you believe in. You're allowed to disagree, to shout, to push.
I didn't care enough.
And yet you convince them. He lives.
So are we responsible for him now?
No. Am I responsible for every mouse that gets away?
How can I help you?
You just did. That was a hunt of honor.
Macris sits on the edge of the curb. Doesn't head back yet.
There is honor in what you've done.
Yeah.
You should be so proud. But I know that that's not necessarily what you want to feel right now.
I haven't chosen the simple path.
If you were to choose the simple path, you could follow Elephant. Elephant goes directly. Still. You made enemies, but you made more friends. I am fascinated about how you won over the Shadow Lord.
I don't like what she's up to. I don't like what she seems to be about. Fighting each other isn't going to solve this. And if she isn't interested in collaborating, then I'll have to leave her out and hopefully win the others. Not that I'm one for winning people over.
A small, scraggly ass looking fox pokes its head out from the bush. Now, this is not Fox, but the fox approaches and then sits on the edge of the curb alongside you. Tail kind of patchy, There's some mange at one of its legs.
Wish I had food. Wish I had earbuds. Don't have either.
Earplugs. What are
I
these?
thought I was going to be hearing things I didn't want to hear.
What is earplugs?
Stops you from hearing things.
Why? Why would you want that?
Sometimes you don't like things that you hear.
I listen to everything I can.
That's wise.
It is cunning. Sometimes you win because you manage to make everyone else do what you want. I've done this more than once. It is very satisfying. And the little fox that's sitting next to you kind of goes, ah!
I have no idea whether or not a wild fox, possibly inhabited by a spirit, would want scritches or not, so...
It's sitting next to you, which is not normal fox behavior. Have you ever encountered a fox in, like, close by? I have. They don't like hanging around that much.
That's exactly it. I guess I would put my hand out in a way that is, you know, open for contact.
There are some scritches that occur.
Aw.
Tomorrow will be a better day. But today was a great one. The fox runs away.
Goodbye, fox.
Fox.
The first rays of sunlight hit Troyan before they hit any percent. They're warm, unseasonably warm for this time in the fall, seeing as how it's still September 15th. But as light hits any percent, the Truthcatcher's decree is stated. Dawn has occurred. Any percent has survived the hunt.
Don't fuck it up. And she, with a sigh, gets up, brushes off her clothes, and starts heading to the bus stop.
You didn't drive?
I don't think they drove.
Yeah, because we're already at Souvlaki George, and then we're like, well, I guess we're continuing on west.
That's it. I don't think we went back and got the car,
No.
yeah.
Macros would, at this point, once the fox runs away, head back towards where people were. So there's probably a meeting at the bus stop.
As you start approaching the bus stop, there is Macros. I don't know where Dante is.
Looking for Sky. Sorry, team.
Okay, you can look for Sky. That's going to be a good old tracking with survival.
Ugh.
Or wits investigation. One of the two.
I will choose investigation. Let's tell you that.
Because here I don't think speed is of the essence. You're not pursuing. You're just trying to figure out where she went and then going where she went. Okay.
I got a brutal outcome. This is devastating.
Oh boy.
As you look for Sky, you do not find her.
Which is a tree.
The tree does not seem to respond well. Few leaves fall.
Smacks you.
Not yet. Will soon.
You could head straight back to the Cairn of the Weathered Storm. Maybe that's where she went.
No. When it's time, I'll find her, like she said. But he gives the tree another solid punch of frustration.
Apotheosis is still at the bus stop.
Oh shit. But I'll be rejoining these
Yep.
kids. Where's your syrup? Give me your syrup. I'm not even a maple, man.
So the 4 of you are now at this bus stop.
Not the usual conclusion to a hunt, huh? Or a moot. Or a tribunal.
It's a new era, you know? Things are different.
Unsatisfying as hell.
Tell me about it.
The information you got seems like it'll get us somewhere.
If what I saw is what I think I saw, then his work has been important, and if we can continue it, then maybe we can find the heart of all of this trouble.
I'll have another hunt.
Yeah. A satisfying one this time. We had to halt our investigation, our looking into our fucking hunt for Clamata. We deposit because of him. And Dante locks eyes with Apotheosis. But he's been dealt with. He's alive. He's free to make his own choices again. He knows the consequences of them now. That's good.
You didn't have to pause it because of him. You had to pause it because of the person who died in that fire.
Yeah. That's right.
And we have to find out what other messes that charred hunk left behind.
Spiral pulls all things in towards it. I think if we can count on one thing, it's that while it may be hidden, we'll all be drawn to it eventually.
Macros growls. In helmet, but growls.
But I think this will give us the lead we need. And I think we can take the fight back to Clamata, our way.
Our way.
Yeah. What is our way, Troyan?
I don't know. We don't see eye to eye all the time. And I think that's a strength. I don't feel very strong right now.
Dante leans in really close. Is that because you're hungry?
I can eat a fucking truck
Might
right.
be because I'm hungry. Where can we eat? I want like 5 breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah.
And those hash browns. Like I'll take like 12.
I know where we can go. And Apotheosis stands up, gingerly, but stands. Looks left and right, and that's when the bus starts to arrive. Pulls up, and there's a couple of bleary-eyed people ready for their first shift in a godforsaken film shoot somewhere, most likely. Apotheosis gets on.
Try involved.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should we step on behind?
Apotheosis stops just before the final stop of this bus, which is Lionel Gru. There's a Greasy Spoon diner on Atwater. That's relatively close by. It has the absolute grimiest doors. Like when you pull on them, Like they don't open properly because there's just so much grit and sand that's underneath that the hinges won't work properly. You really have to yank at it, but once it's open, you go inside, it's like the 1970s never died.
Is this the green spot? Nice.
I don't think I've been there.
That's where I shot that commercial where I was in the green suit.
Ironically.
The morph suit, yeah.
The potatoes are disgustingly covered in grease and salt, and garlic salt. The rest of the accoutrements that are going over, there is no way that 4 Hamids would be able to finish all of the food that's in front of here, and yet Apotheosis just orders and orders and orders, and then looks up and says, I'm very bad at restaurants. I am interested in too much, and I order because I don't know when the next time that I'll be here, and clearly I don't need all this food, and yet it's here.
Some people consider it rude not to finish your plate too. So, oh, sorry, he's shoveling like eggs into his mouth. So he's, you know.
Wolves eat when they can.
Yeah, Macros is putting food back.
Where are you going to go now?
I'm going to go back to my cairn, and I'm going to take it. Because it's mine. Because I fought for it and I won. And I'm finally going to make it mine. I am done with anyone who would stand against you, Dante. I don't care if Peter comes back or not. I don't care if To the Moon cries about it or not. I'm done. I've seen what you've done. I've seen what you are capable of. And I see the company you keep, and it is better than any that I ever have.
I don't know what we can do for downstream right now, but I know what we can do for you. And that's eliminate threat to this city, to the spirits. Undo the damage that's been done to Thinking Engine.
Dante, I need a moment alone with these two. Please.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
Step outside and look through his phone for a phone number that I don't believe he has, which is Sky's. But I don't believe he has Sky's number.
Sky
So he's
does not carry a phone.
This is
Yeah, he
he's
doesn't
looking
take
and
me
he's
as a
like,
phone
"Come
tag."
on, man, maybe it's
Yeah.
here." Fuck.
Dante had no reason to help me. I did not defend him before. And at the moot, I called him brother. I hope you know what you have, and I hope he knows what he has. But downstream will welcome you anytime. What you do with that is up to you. Whether you decide to make this a home, or whether it's just a place you visit, or whether you never come again. There is nothing that I can see in you other than wisdom, honor, glory, which is what we need.
Downstream deserves a leader and members who understand it and respect Thinking Engine. If Jennifer continues to make moves against you and against Downstream, you know how to contact us. Or at least me.
She looks out the window and sees Dante standing there scrolling through his phone. Thank you for disagreeing. And then she pushes back her chair and stands up. She goes over to the counter.
Please. Crusts, whatever's left.
She makes sure that the meal is paid for.
Oh, that's nice.
Shit. Funny.
I'll let the three of you talk. You don't need me here, always.
Thanks for breakfast.
Say hello to Fox for me. And then she pushes out of the... Like, damn it. Pushes out of the door. Turns and then walks off away from Dante so that if he doesn't want to acknowledge that she just walked out, he can, like... Basically giving him the opportunity to not say anything if he doesn't want to.
No, he does. Hey. I'll be back. Whether or not they will, I don't know. But you can count on it.
I can count on all three of you, apparently.
I think so. And he opens his arms for a hug. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. I think that weird.
She steps forward. She wraps her arms around you.
Good.
And then she squeezes once. You know that squeeze to signify like the end of a hug?
Yeah.
And then delivers the absolute gentlest kiss just under your cheekbone. And then there's a moment of, I'm... And then she turns and starts to hurry her way down the street.
Huh. Okay. Okay. Hey. And he goes back inside.
So, I just want to point out, the two of you wouldn't have seen the kiss, but you would have seen Dante go, okay. 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 While the two of you are just eating hash browns.
Yeah.
And then he goes back in.
Crusts and whatever.
Yeah. Florian has like half a melon. She's just
What
doing...
the shit?
I think she has a thing for him.
Not like a slice. Like
I mean, she mentioned specifically that she called him brother, and I thought she was going to ask for his number because she regretted saying brother.
Oh.
Right? Or is it that she's really trying to lean into the brother thing?
And now Dante comes in.
Hello, champ.
Sup, bro?
And then he raises his hand for like points, motions for more coffee and coffee, and sits down at the table. What the fuck?
How was that?
Good. I'm thanking someone I know very well for having done us a great service, and telling her that she'd be seeing me around at Downstream. What the hell is wrong with you two?
We think she likes you,
No.
but she has to stop calling you brother.
Yes. What?
Just kind of weird.
Huh.
It's one of those things that, like, you say it once, then you hear it, and you're like, oh god, what did I do? Is it one of those, maybe?
Possibly.
I don't know. I haven't ever called anyone brother in that way.
Mm-mm.
Just staring at you while we eat. I mean, do what you want. Sorry. Anyway.
No, I will. There's cracks in the facade of Weathered Storm, too.
Oh,
I think you guys know that.
Yes.
Even if they voted a little block,
It
they'll
was
show
clear
solidarity.
that they needed to show a united front. Probably so they'd look better compared to downstream. But there are fractures. There's dissent. They're just better at hiding it.
Sky and Slade. I can't really imagine two more different people.
one who acts on their word and one who walks away from it.
Well, you really hate her, don't you?
Yeah, I think there's a ooh as he goes in for some coffee.
Not worth my hate. Just waiting for her to actually do something.
You're not worried that if and when she does something, it's gonna be a problem.
Hopefully, she doesn't actually have them wrap around her finger the way that they were posturing at the moot.
Sky's on the fence. I think she can see our point of view. She can see that the divide between the two sets isn't as clear as she once thought. It's not as obvious.
I don't want there to be a divide between the two sets. I don't think that's going to help anyone.
No, hell no.
Except for maybe the late, great Ken.
What a piece of shit.
Macros, you can heal your superficial damage.
Those hash browns are really
Yeah.
good.
I was gonna say,
Ooh.
potato!
It all comes back to potato.
It does.
Potatoes.
I'm going to see if I can talk to Jennifer.
Good fucking luck.
Thank you.
What about?
I ruin things.
I think our interests align more than yours and hers.
Yeah.
She might be willing to talk about what happened at Weathered Storm more than the others. She's a warrior.
She defended it. I
She
bet.
tried.
I don't understand why she refuses to take the fight out of the cairn, away, to the enemy. That's what we're trying to do.
Maybe she's afraid of failing twice.
There's so much work needed there. There's no time to be away, but that's when you ask for help. Weakness.
According to her, she did ask for help, right? And apotheosis.
Yes, a while ago and it failed, and that's too bad. But now there's a chance to ask again, and there's new people here to ask.
I don't think she'll be asking for help anytime soon.
Well,
At least not yours, Macros.
Yeah, well,
the moot sealed our pack's position. We have the express permission or allowance, both sets, to do the work that we need to do. And I plan on riding that wave as long as possible.
I mean, I'm gonna get shit done. People want to try to stop me. I'm not hiding at the moment. Good job on tracking us, by the way. Man. No easy feat.
Good job on keeping us away. Too angry a rune held at bay. Bravo.
I mean, it's a horrendous stench. No offense.
That was the worst thing I've ever smelled in my life.
Look, I'm not against dirty tactics. Filthy. absolutely rancid tactics.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nom, nom,
Hey. What do you guys think of downstream? As a place, as a philosophy, I don't know.
As a philosophy, I'm not sure what it actually is at the moment, considering the infiltration that existed prior and whatever went down, and the fact that Peter's still missing.
It's worrisome to me too.
I don't like that there's only one exit.
Good point.
It was literally on fire, and the main door was welded shut, and that was just...
That's an odd move, I gotta say.
I don't like how far it is from the bar.
Not
I will remain a visitor, but I'm not joining anytime soon.
Okay, well, don't hold back, Freud.
You asked.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. I'm me neither, for what it's worth.
You're not joining.
What does it mean to join?
See Apotheosis every day.
It's a. Excuse me?
No, a melon, sorry.
No,
Coffee slur.
Say it to my face.
You would see Apotheosis every day.
Say what you mean to my face.
You could date her.
There are
Or
worse
do things in the conference room. I don't
faces
fucking know.
to see every day. I wouldn't be opposed on that front.
Tacit understanding that my pack is cool with me dating Apotheosis.
No. I mean, I would also be okay with seeing your face every day.
Oh!
Okay?
Good hair.
Is she hot? Does she have good hair? Sorry, those
I've seen
are
those
subjective-
NPC
those are
character
subjective
cards.
things. You don't need to. You don't have to answer that.
I will allow, even though it's not even a stat here, I'm going to allow Liz to ask her favorite question here.
What's her appearance?
Yay!
Apotheosis has an effective appearance rating of 12.
What? Out of what? Out of what?
God. Out of 900.
Apotheosis has distinct fashion sense, as I mentioned before, and often changes things around. She is attractive. She doesn't have the merit.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't have
Which, to be fair, is the only, like, kind of mechanical
Yeah,
mark.
she doesn't have the. I think it's called striking
Ugly
looks.
Or hot.
Yeah.
She's
There's
just
another level.
worst
of it.
thing.
Hot is kind of also a state of being,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
opposed to not just like your appearance.
Damn, dude. It's a state of being. I just think what we're going to be doing protects the Karens in the city, but if it ever needs to be actively defended, protected, you know I'm going to be there. And I imagine you guys are going to be too.
I'd run to either Karen.
Yes.
Even if Jennifer's the one who asks if the Karen is actually in trouble, I will be there.
The restaurant is starting to fill up now.
Take it all to go.
You haven't. I mean, you haven't actually.
No,
Like,
I would have cleaned the plate.
Oh, yeah. Practically like.
Oh my god.
I said practically.
Hungry like the wolf, okay?
Hey.
I feel called out.
Only lasted 5 days. It's the longest
lot has
5
happened,
days.
yeah.
I feel super fucking called.
Almost as long as some of the 5 days in Chain.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
boy.
Or in Exalt Witch
Oh,
Nexus.
man.
Honestly,
Yeah.
this is just how we roll.
Think of that.
Shall we roll on out the door and towards?
Yes.
Oh, is the bar open today?
I literally can't remember when
Either
she
which
said
day.
it was closed. I think
Yeah,
it was
yesterday, like,
yeah,
it
it
was-
was closed yesterday. You're right, because we spent the whole day prepping for the moot.
Right.
So the bar will be open in 5 hours.
Yeah.
Sure. That's where we're headed. Dante's got his coffee and is going to need a little catnap, but then is getting to work on this raspberry pie.
All right. So then my question is, where are each of you headed?
I need my battle. station.
You're gonna go home?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Need that.
To the bar.
Bar.
I think just gonna take a detour on the way back to the bar and check and see what's happening at any percent's apartment, which was left flooding itself.
Flooding itself.
I forgot about that.
Organic.
Yeah, and then eventually back to the bar.
Troyan sends a text on the way back
Oh,
To whom?
yeah.
to Jennifer Slade. Drinks tonight? Question mark.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the communication there.
Indeed.
You're heading to any percents.
Mm-hmm.
Any communications from you?
Yeah. To a character who has not been introduced on stream yet, so I'm wondering if that's worth me.
Which character?
One of my touchstones, actually.
Who?
Trace, who's a fellow tech dealer that I know, not a guru.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a very short. I'm gonna need some help with this. It's big. Meet me at the usual spot.
All right. Here are your following answers. When you get there, there is caution tape surrounding the building, and an insurance adjuster is puzzling over how it could have possibly gotten so bad, and there are disaster recovery experts here trying to salvage the building.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get an
That's the
answer
one.
saying usual spot, 3 hours. And you get an answer that says yes. And we'll end the session there.
Actress needs to not be at the bar tonight.
Or just like
Or be there.
Blair Witching it in the corner. As long as you're not watching, it's not
Macros
weird.
locks herself in the safe room.
Theo, you can't. Oh no, he's not down there anymore.
Yeah, we have an empty house now. It's so sad.
Oh.
No, not dog. Shock.
Right, I saw
Nice.
dog.
Yeah.
Join.
I know.
Donk!
I was being a smart.
So we do like Good
What
night
was
to
the
you, Anthony.
predizione mid?
Yeah. Yeah, what was the maybe Aragorn can there might be a moot point getting set up, I don't know, but I'd love to know what the mid-game prediction was as well. Wow.
API error.
API error. Woo!
So that was the thing.
Yeah, me.
It sure
I'd say
was.
We'll head into Fancy Corner. We'll see if there's a moot point that's going to come up. Chad moot. But before then, I'll ask, Kate, what did you learn today?
How guru opinions can so widely differ, but align in such different ways. Like, everyone can have a different reason, but find themselves aligned.
Elizabeth?
I mean, very much that, and also how messy it can be for a creature of rage to change their mind.
Very much so. Scott?
I learned that the pack clearly respects the hell out of Apotheosis. She changed some minds tonight. And I think as did we. That's not to take away from the actions of the players, but I feel like that's an important moment.
I will tell you that the prediction was whose intentions for any percent will prevail. Macros's survive, Troyan's die, and Dante's outwit. Macros's came in first with 65% of the vote. Troyan's 23%, Dante 12.
Is that
You're
people
like,
being like not
give
at
me your
will?
work, I'll continue it. so that you can die. And I was like,
You can die
damn,
happy. Damn.
heartless.
Kate, you want to call out someone's play?
Yeah, I want to call out Troyan. How you handled the fact that there were so many things working against your immediate goal and finding ways to adapt to it. I think that there were a lot of really interesting small moments in it, whether it was like, no, I have to try this and I'll accept that I might lose the wolf. It's hard to pinpoint it to a one moment because I feel like it was a big shifting puzzle underneath your feet. You adapted to it really well.
Thank you.
Emote. That's so cute.
Goodness me.
Sorry.
I'm calling out Dante's vision.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
going, okay, if we can't get any percent to talk, what can I learn independently of him, about him? That was such a cool the urge moment.
Oh, thanks.
The urge to creep on
To
his
learn,
dick.
yeah. To creep. Very good. Oh boy.
Oh, that's what Kung Fu Fitness was saying about EU and not being able to bet. It made no sense to me.
It's like a rule against gambling, I guess, which is wild.
They're literally like, I thought it would be covered under these are made up points. Like you can't
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah, yeah.
spend money to get channel points or something.
Wild.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm gonna call out Saskris over here. No, I'm just kidding, Macros. There were a number of excellent moments. I feel like it's the standing up to and the cowing of Jennifer Slade that is, for me, like peak Macros today. Taking the piss out of someone who has a strong intention, but is either unwilling or unable to follow it up with the action that you're like trying to provoke them to take. You know. I feel like that's definitely a very Ragabash thing to do, and it's cool to see it in action.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you, John, for making this such a session.
Ah.
It's like, yeah, whatever, you're just chasing one dude. There's so much more going on. And like sprinkling in Sky sort of on the periphery and like, yeah. I feel
And
like
Apotheosis's actions.
Yeah, I want
like,
to shout out
man,
Apotheosis's Howl and you know, making use of the fact that not making use of the fact, but like the Galliard was able to communicate so much, of course, but using it she saw Macros's place where she was at the time and said, I can do something about this. It was cool. It was very cool to see. Oh.
That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. The fact that there were still Guru that you could encounter here and there was important to me. That it wasn't just, well, you're either chasing or you're not chasing, and it's one of the two, and that's all you get.
Yeah.
'Cause that's not necessarily where I wanted this to go. But where are we going to go this week?
Whoa! Hey, yeah, we stream throughout the week in this community, not on this channel, but like in this community generally. I am streaming on Tuesday evening. So I stream in character on my channel there. Thank you, Method Madness. Chance of Sonar is what's going on right now on twitch.tv/BiffTheBoss. Because the Emperor Scotimius is in amongst his people, but does not speak their language. So he's like learning about that. He's making some wild assumptions about what it means to partay in the people, amongst the people of the tower. Come on down. We have a lot of fun on Tuesday nights. That's me.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream this week. I have a very busy week coming up, and the one day that I'm not busy is a day that other things are busy. So such is life. But we're going to try. There's recently been a call for me to be a bit more chill, which I can try to do. I don't think I said that correctly.
chill, bro.
People were interested in chill streams as
Yeah.
opposed to challenge streams. So I'm giving it a shot. One of the things that I have to do is learn how to play Civilization before I start trying to play that on stream. I don't particularly want to learn that on stream itself. Of course, I did also just get a television.
Oh, yeah.
Like a not a CRT, but like a whatever.
CRT?
Oh, yeah, CRT.
Ooh.
Right there, you can see.
Oh,
Uh,
see how it goes.
You can see us.
so we'll see. Maybe we'll do something retro, but we'll see if it happens this week. I'm gonna try, but I can't make any guarantees.
Okay.
Friday, we are continuing Punch Club 2.
Yes.
Saturday, there may be a rearranging of stream times a la yesterday, but Drew Crew will remain at the same time, just 3.
You're right.
I
Yeah.
know.
That's it. Yeah. I am also going to be streaming Doom. The question is when. The Discord is the best place to learn when, because sometimes I don't stick to a schedule. I'm a mad lad like that.
Next Sunday, we will be back here for episode 11 of RPGClinic's Werewolf Montreal by Moonlight. See what the fallout is from the results of this event.
Because if you're gonna kiss somebody, you're gonna have to make sure that you do it there.
Like here.
That means I'm pointing at Kate, Kate's pointing at Liz, and Liz is pointing at Scott.
Everyone
Yeah.
We'll see you next time. And the moot point. Actually, no, wait. We got the moot point. The moot point's question, very specifically, the moot point was: will saving any % bite them in the ass?
Oh.
And the answer is no.
No. Well, hell yeah.
That's very
Love
generous
that.
of chat.
Thanks,
I think
chat.
that-
Appreciate it.
All right, now everybody
Okay.
can point up and to the right. And
Oh.
bye.
We'll see you later. Bye-bye.